is exciting for you. I mean, in particular, was that a goal you set for yourself coming into the season, or did it just happen as you continued to train?
Well, it happened as I continued to train, but it was something that was on my mind. I just wanted to be lighter, like how I was when I first got into the league. A couple years in the league, I had children, so that's probably where the weight came from, being at home with the wife and, she's craving things. But it was something I took emphasis on in this offseason, making sure that I could lose some weight so I could just be nimble on my feet and much faster coming after an injury last year.
Coming into this year, how do you gauge your drive, your excitement to get out there?
Just knowing that it's new management, it's new guys in the office, it's new faces in the locker room. And it brightens me up and gets me going because I know what the caliber of play they have coming into this organization over here in Montreal. And I just want to build with them and just continue to bond and just make the best out of it. And I feel something special here that we're building from the ground up. And I'm really excited to be a part of it and to continue, just making history.
After missing almost a full season last year, I know you came back for the end of the season, the playoffs, but did you have to kind of pace yourself or maybe not to get through too hard in camp maybe and because of the eagerness?
Yeah. But the coaches they have they're my best favor, and they're looking out for my health, making sure that I'm getting enough work in, but making sure that I'm maintaining my health and making sure that I'm feeling 100% to get out here on the field every day. So I'm not trying to go crazy hard, but I'm trying to stay right and continue to get my conditioning in so I can be ready for the start of the season.
You have some objectives, goals for this season after missing out on last year?
I just want to be healthy, man. That's all. I want to just get back to my old self, put the league on notice again, shock the world, and like I said, stay healthy this year.
I know you want to play the whole game probably on Friday, Will, but how many carries do you feel like you could get by with going into be ready for the regular season?
Truthfully, I think I can get maybe about I know I can get about 15, and I feel good coming out of the game. But, whatever the game plan is that's set up for us, I'm going to hit it with everything I got, do what I got to do to help the team in any way, put ourselves in the best position to win, and, just run hard when I get that ball,
Cody, just maybe, yeah, thanks. Killing my shot.
Good to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cody, didn't play last week. What's your eagerness level on to get on the field with the guys now?
Extremely high. As a competitor, it's tough too when you get left home because you don't feel as much a part of the team, right? You grind with these guys every day, and you want to be there to pat the guys on the back when they score touchdowns or make big plays on defense. And so it's hard when you're staying home. But the veteran guys, we all got together and we watched the games and we were cheering them on hard. So when they came back, we were really excited for them. It was such a great opportunity for the young guys that Coach Maas let a lot of the veterans stay back because they got a lot of time and they got to show the upper management what they can do. So as a competitor, though, I would love to be out there, but I understand you got to evaluate everybody. And so when I get my opportunity in this second preseason game, I'm just really excited to hit the field with all these guys.
Was it a first experience for you to get a few days off mid-camp like that?
Yeah, it was like 6 days, almost like a bye week for me. But the body felt good. My arm was getting a little tight towards the end there. But Coach Moss's schedule has been terrific for these guys, and for me, we work 3 hard days and then a recovery day, and so it emulates work week for us. 3 hard days, walk through, then you play the game. So he's done a great job with his camp schedule, and this is the best I've felt in camp. My legs have felt fresh and fast and healthy, and my arms felt lively. So he's doing a great job of taking care of the players, and we got to leave it on the field for him and show him that we're going to leave it all out there because we have a recovery day coming up.
Cody, can you kind of walk me through your recovery from your MCL injury, what that was like?
Yeah, it was tough because we were playing the whole season, right? So I slapped a brace on it and just kind of gutted through. The one thing about my injury was it wouldn't get any worse because it was torn, right? So just pain management. The hard thing was not being able to do what I wanted to do in practice. So a lot of times you would have to slow things down in practice and not take as many reps. So then you would lose it just so you're healthy enough for the game. But towards the end of the season when I got benched is when I finally got healthy because I finally took the time off. And then this off season, just rehabbing. My wife is a wonderful physical therapist, so she did a great job with me. She's my secret weapon. She did a great job of getting me back, and this is the healthiest I've felt in a long time, and it's the fastest. I did a lot of speed work in the off season and a lot of body maintenance stuff in the off season, and this is the best I've felt in years.
Are there any specific exercises she showed you that are your favorites? Or
a lot of stability stuff, balance stuff, just being on, a BOSU ball and just stability with weights and just putting yourself in those awkward situations, right? Because the more I can build stability, the more strength you can get and the mobility through the strength. So I'm not going to give away my game plan a little bit too much, but it's made me feel 100% healthy. And as you guys can tell, I'm not wearing a knee brace. And sometimes when you have a lingering knee effect, you have to put a knee brace on the rest of your career. And so I'm not, fortunately, I don't have to do that. And, being able to run around and feel like myself again.
My last question for you, this drive, this excitement for you to get out here, be healthy, you're feeling your best. Have you ever felt this before, whether it was in your time in Nevada or before that? Like, have you ever felt this eager to get out there and
Yeah, that's a great question. Honestly, probably my early years in Nevada, because when you get to a new team, especially in professional football, and I said this before, it's not every day where you get a second chance, especially in professional sports. So I feel like I've gotten this second chance, and I feel rejuvenated. I feel excited. I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm going to go out there and give everything I got for my team, for my coaches, because they gave me a second chance, right? So I'm rejuvenated. I'm excited, and getting back to the fundamentals of having fun. Last year was difficult because when you're not winning games, it's not as fun, right? And so a lot of things can be weighing down on the quarterback's shoulders, especially when you're not winning games. So getting back to the basics, when I was 6 years old, why did I play this game? Because I loved it, because it was fun. And so I've had a lot of joy in this camp, is getting to know these new guys, building new relationships, but I've found myself smiling a lot more out here playing some football.
How many reps you feel you need to get ready on Friday? Because the other quarterbacks are going to be playing too.
Absolutely, and there's a battle in the room for the other spots, right? So you got to understand that. But selfishly, as a competitor, I would want to play as much as possible. But whatever Coach Maas has the plan for me, I know he's going to take good care of me. Obviously, a lot dictates on how we do. If we're not doing so hot, I want to play more. We do well early enough. Maybe we want to get the other guys a look. So, but the preseason is something that I've used in the past, is to try some new things out. Sometimes in a regular game, you don't get to try things because of the error and how big the moment is. In preseason, you get to try and do a little bit things differently. So it might not always be the cleanest thing, and that's because you're trying some things to see what you can get away with that can help benefit you later on in the season.
Jason, you had the chance to watch the tape. What did you say you would like to see an improvement on this Friday against Hamilton in general? Offensively, I'm talking about.
Execution. I mean, we had a lot of 2 and outs, probably more than you would like, but understandable for a first preseason game with a lot of people playing. But just execution. When we looked at most of the tape, there was correctable things that we believe that we were our own worst enemy on, particularly on the second down conversion. So, that's what we'd like to see better, just better execution.
How about defensively? I mean, it seems like Ottawa played a bunch of their starters, not at the quarterback position, but at the other position. You guys had, a lot of your backups on defense, but the defense was able, to limit them to field goals.
Yep.
What is your assessment?
Well, that's what it was. Our defense, did a great job of getting off the field when they needed to. So when you allow a team to drive down or make a play, our defense did a good job of stepping up in the red zone. Created a couple turnovers, got them to kick field goals, which is hugely important. I mean, scoring is the name of the game, so you got to limit the scoring opportunities when they arise, and I thought our defense did a great job of that. They also tackled extremely well, in my opinion. So, I mean, they were physical. Every time you pause the tape, there was quite a few people around the ball, so that was awesome. The hustle is exactly what we'd expect based on how we practice.
You had a lot of veterans not suit up for this one. They're all back on the field now. Do you have a sense that they're eager and they do want to get on the field in there?
Yeah, I mean, they would have played last week. If we would have brought all of them, they would have been eager to play last week. We just decided to sit just about everybody. So, but they all wanted to play, which is awesome. I mean, when you watch us practice, the effort is there every single day from our vets. They set the tone, and they were all excited about the guys who haven't played a lot of football up here getting a chance to play there, but they did want to go. It was just once we started to tell them then they weren't going, they started to settle down and understand that they need to get some work done here, but get excited about working this week, and they've come out ready to work this week too.
A guy like Stanback, who missed almost all of last season, you have to rein him in a bit and make sure he doesn't do too much before it starts?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, he's in great shape. Everyone around here says the best shape they've seen him in. So obviously he put a lot of work and effort into the offseason. He's been nothing but spectacular in practice, if you ask me, the way he's running and the way he's carrying the ball and catching it and doing the blocks. So I'm excited about the opportunity he's going to get this week to get some carries, and then we know he's going to be our workhorse during the season.
Jason, you've known Cody for quite some time, Fajardo now. Is there anything you see different this year with him? Is there anything in particular that stands out to you?
I think he's just locked in. There's a laser type focus that I see in him. And I think sometimes when you get football taken away from you in a meaningful stretch of games last year, I think you look into the mirror a little bit and get excited about the next opportunity. And I've talked about it. I don't think he realized he'd get an opportunity this quickly to be a starting quarterback again, and he's taken advantage of it. You can tell the off-season preparation, how in shape he is right now, the best I've seen him look. Throwing the ball, the command he has, but also I see him comfortable in this offense, which he's been in for 4 years, and then with the players, he's getting more and more comfortable every day because they're all new to him.
And how does that make you comfortable in knowing
Obviously, yeah. The quarterback, we tell him there's a tremendous amount of responsibility on the quarterbacks each and every day. Not only to make the coaches feel comfortable with the plan they put in, but also the other players that look up to them for leadership. When the quarterbacks are on, making good decisions and dispersing the ball, the way they should, it makes everybody better. And I think he's doing a great job of doing that.
What was your reaction in February when you heard that Ellingson had signed?
Oh, excited to coach Greg again. Had Edmonton and Ottawa,
right.
But I know the kind of guy we were getting, and was excited about that for the locker room. Also, just with young receivers, which I knew we were going to have, I was excited about the mentorship aspect of that. But also, when Greg's healthy, I know what he can do on the field. So, that was a big selling point for me. And obviously, then just being in our offense, there's another vet in our offense to help along the way.
Do you have any concerns about his health issues of late or his age?
Anytime a guy gets on the wrong side of 30 in pro football, there's always, that thought creeps in your mind. But, you just look at the way he moves and the way he runs, and, age can be just a number too at times. So, obviously when he's here and he's on the field, that we're expecting the same Greg Ellingson that we've seen for years now.
Tu as vu le premier match préparatoire de l'équipe, des choses que tu as aimées, que tu as moins aimées et que tu aimerais voir corriger pour vendredi?
J'aime la façon qu'on a joué défensivement avec des jeunes joueurs. Ottawa a joué la plupart de leurs partants. Puis même s'ils ont eu du succès à l'attaque, quand même on était capable de les garder à l'extérieur de la zone des buts. Alors il y avait beaucoup de placements effectués par les Red Blacks, puis ça nous plaît beaucoup défensivement. Je dirais à l'attaque, Stanback, il y en avait une couple de receveurs qui ont performé. Qu'est-ce que j'aimerais voir cette fin de semaine ou vendredi contre Hamilton, c'est notre jeu au sol. Alors, de dominer la ligne de mêlée, de donner une opportunité à notre porteur de ballon de se rendre dans la ligne de mêlée sans contact, sans se faire frapper, puis d'aller chercher des verges positives. Comme ça, on peut rester dans des situations de deuxième et 4, deuxième et 5, puis c'est là où je pense que l'attaque peut avoir du succès. Les unités spéciales, j'ai adoré nos unités spéciales, Letcher en particulier, Matos, notre bâtard, puis la façon qu'on était capable de couvrir les bottées, puis avec un joueur comme Deadman, comme retourneur, il nous a pas fait mal. Alors ça parle beaucoup à nos unités de couverture. Ils ont bien performé, je dirais. Puis en général, j'étais satisfait, mais c'est sûr qu'on veut toujours s'améliorer. Puis il y a encore des positions en jeu, que ce soit le poste de receveur, que ce soit c'est qui notre deuxième, troisième carrière. Les demi-défensifs aussi, je pense qu'ils ont eu du succès. Alors, c'est qui les prochains qui vont jouer si jamais on se trouve dans une situation où on va avoir subi des blessures. Alors, ça va être un match intéressant, un match qui promet. Puis, en espérant que samedi, on a des réponses.
Il reste encore jours de camp, mais il reste encore aussi beaucoup de joueurs. À partir de quel moment ça va se bousculer puis ça va débouler? J'imagine qu'il y a une date d'échéance qui s'en vient aussi.
Oui, c'est samedi. C'est samedi à 10h ou à 22h. Il faut envoyer notre liste à la Ligue canadienne. Ça va être la liste composée de joueurs qu'on va garder. Alors, samedi après le match, je pense qu'on se rencontre au stade à 6h, puis on commence à regarder le match, la vidéo, puis on va prendre des décisions pendant la journée.
Est-ce qu'il y a encore beaucoup de décisions à prendre ou tu as une idée dans ta tête déjà au moment où on se parle?
On a encore plus qu'une coupe. Le poste de receveur est encore une grande question qu'on parle quotidiennement. Les demi-défensifs, il y en a une coupe qui nous impressionne beaucoup. Alors, comment est-ce qu'on peut trouver une façon de les garder? J'ai fait référence au poste de Carayas, qui est notre numéro 2 puis 3. Puis la ligne à l'attaque, on a du contenu canadien est bon, est très bon. Là, il faut choisir c'est lesquels qu'on va habiller pendant le premier match du 10 juin contre Ottawa.
Votre corps a été pressé à quelques occasions. Est-ce que c'est un cas justement que les corps gardaient le ballon trop longtemps ou c'est la ligne qui a failli à la tâche? Comment tu as vu ça?
Ou peut-être c'était le receveur qui n'a pas couru le bon
tracé. Okay.
Alors, c'est les trois aspects qu'on regarde parce que c'est sûr que pendant le match la semaine passée, on a eu un petit peu de difficulté. Puis même concernant des courses, des fois le centre s'en va au mauvais, ça va à gauche après c'est allé à droite. Ou peut-être on n'a pas pris en considération qu'il y avait un secondaire de plus dans la boîte, alors on ne l'a pas bloqué, puis c'est lui qui faisait des plaqués. Alors c'est tout ça qu'il faut regarder cette semaine, en particulier le match qui s'en vient vendredi. Puis, comme j'ai dit, j'espère qu'on va avoir des réponses après le match.
C'est de saisir l'opportunité aussi pour les joueurs. Il y en a-tu que certains, sans nommer de nom, mais il y en a-tu certains que tu t'attends à plus d'eux, tu t'attends à ce qu'ils aillent chercher cette opportunité-là?
Oh, oui, c'est sûr. C'est sûr, il y en a quelques-uns, quelques recrues qu'on a identifiés les 5-6 derniers mois avec tous nos voyages qu'on a fait aux États-Unis avec les All-Star Games puis les Bowl Games, de voir comment ils peuvent performer. Il y en a certaines qu'on a identifiées à des camps de NFL l'année passée. Alors, on souhaite de voir qu'est-ce qu'on a déjà vu sur le film ou peut-être à un camp de NFL. Puis, il y a une belle opportunité qui se présente vendredi.
Je viens de parler avec Tyrell Richards qui a raté presque toute la saison l'année passée à cause de blessures. C'était un peu la première fois que ça lui arrivait. C'est votre premier choix au total l'année passée. Vous aviez échangé même pour aller chercher ce joueur-là. Est-ce que tu vois ce que tu t'attendais de lui jusqu'ici au camp? Puis est-ce que tu espères compter sur lui plus longtemps cette année? Ça, c'est évident, mais est-ce que tu penses qu'il est au niveau qu'il devrait être pour commencer sa deuxième saison?
Actuellement, à date, il performe très bien. On est très satisfait. Richards a le potentiel d'être un des meilleurs secondaires dans la Ligue canadienne. Puis là, je ne parle pas de Canadien-Américain, je parle de secondaire. Alors, ça, il a ce potentiel-là. On l'a vu un petit peu au dernier match contre Ottawa. La dernière série, la façon qu'il était capable de performer, il a aussi créé un revirement pendant le match. Alors, puis on le voit sous unité spéciale, c'est presque impossible de le bloquer sur les équipes de couverture. Alors, c'est un joueur qui est capable de dominer. C'est sûr qu'il faut rester en santé. Mais s'il est capable de rester en santé, c'est sûr qu'il va nous obliger de lui trouver une place sur le côté défensif.
Can we do a couple in English?
Yeah.
Just how much evaluating is left for the general manager and the front office people to do with just a few days left in camp, but a preseason game remaining?
Well, the receiving core is still in question as far as we're all concerned here, as far as, who are going to be our starters for the game versus Ottawa on the 10th, and who are the projected backups, because as well as I do, at some point in time, you're going to be playing with those backups. No different than last year with Cole Speaker as an example. So that there's a question there that needs to be answered. I think the quarterback position is another one. Who's our number 2? Who's our number 3? Hopefully we'll have that answered by the end of Friday night. We've got some questions in the back end as far as our DBs are concerned. We've got a couple of youngsters that have impressed us here, that have played well in the preseason game versus Ottawa. So, you know, how do we manage to get them on the roster? How do we keep them around here, and knowing full well that at some point in time you'll be playing with them also? And our Canadian content as far as our offensive line, I think we're quite deep there. Another question is, which are the projected ones that are we ready to line up with on the 10th of June when we open up our season versus Ottawa? So there's still a few questions that need to be answered here, but like I said, that's why we've got the second preseason game that we're looking forward to.